more colorful life, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited as always to be doing another pick a card reading for you guys, especially because I'm out here in nature. I know so many of you guys were asking me to get out in nature for some of my videos because I know when I first started my channel I was out in nature a lot. It's just been a little bit hard to record lately in nature because of like the cicadas and all of the wind. I hope this is okay. I'm actually gonna move to my bedroom to do the actual reading part of this, but I figured I would show you you guys a little bit of Croatia. It's just so beautiful. This is my happy place, and in fact, it was hanging out here at this relaxing beach that I showed you guys in the intro that inspired me to make today's reading, and that is how to get your business off the ground. Now, this is something I've been talking to so many of you guys about during personal readings and also in the life coaching sessions I offer. And now I'm also offering a professional tarot reader training course where we actually launch your tarot reading business. So you can check that out if you're interested. But I, in my life so far, have launched 3 successful businesses. And I've learned a lot about this, and the tarot has actually helped guide me in making decisions and just organizing things, and I would really love to share that with you guys today. I know so many of you guys have business ideas, and we have a conjunction coming, I believe on July 29th. There's a lot of Virgo energy going on. I've been hearing some stuff from a lot of other like astrologers and tarot readers talking about how many people are going to quit their jobs. There's going to be like a great resignation, and so many people at this time are being guided to start heart-based businesses and maybe to leave the system and to create abundance and sustenance for themselves using their talents and gifts. And you guys know I am all about that. So I'm just excited for today's topic. Check out the tarot spread that we're going to be covering today. I highly suggest that you take a screenshot of this spread and that you pull some cards and follow along with me. And then when you're ready, go ahead and relax. Take some deep breaths and ground your energy. And you're going to choose the card that you feel drawn to the most. From left to right. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. Once you've chosen, head down below to the comments or the description where the timestamps are posted, and you can just click on your timestamp and instantly be fast forwarded to your part in the reading. And I'll see you for your reading soon. For those of you guys who choose number 1, how to get your business off the ground. I've got your whole spread right here. Let's get started. So first, we're starting with messages from Spirit about your business idea. So what are messages from Spirit about your business idea? Woo, this is so interesting. So first of all, it does seem like there is a message coming out that this is going to be a really fun path for you, and almost like this is a good idea. You've made the right choice, that when you choose to do something for your job or for your business that's fun to you, that just makes you happy, that brings joy and bliss to your life, that's the energy that you're putting out. And that's exactly the kind of energy that creates abundance, that draws money to you, that draws clients or customers or support to you. And so this is actually going to be really fun. And consider the fact that, you know, as cliche as it sounds, it's not the destination, it's the journey. That once you reach that point where you're living in infinite abundance because of your business and you've established yourself really well, you might look back and realize that it was the journey and it was just doing this and bringing this into your everyday life that was really satisfying to you. So, you know, it might just be that doing a little bit every day for this business and working towards it is going to bring so much fun and enjoyment into your life just in the meantime. Yeah, maybe you're not going to have the money right away or the clients or the customers the first week or month or whatever, but you are going to instantly feel more of a sense of purpose and satisfaction and fun just doing something you love. There's also a message coming out about how you do need to prepare. And I mean, there's so many ways you can prepare. And of course, we're going to be looking at that over the next, couple cards we pull. But I think that you're getting the prepare card because they're almost saying, like, you can do this now if you want. You don't have to wait. That there are some steps that you can take that aren't going to require very much. A lot of times, the first steps towards a business are getting the tools and materials and supplies that you need together. So that might be something you need to do in, getting the knowledge, the education. Now, there are some things you're going to need to release in order to make space for this business in your life. It's something new, and making room, making space. Maybe you already have a 9-to-5 job, or you're already quite busy, or maybe you have children and a family, or things that need to be taken care of. And so there might be some habits and routines and things that have to be released. So that's going to be something you're going to have to consider. Now, there's something else coming up about how important it's going to be discreet. A lot of times when we have a really great business idea, or there's something that we want to do that's new, it can be kind of natural to want to go and to tell our mom or our dad or our cousin or our sister or our best friend or whoever about the idea. And a lot of times it's because we're looking for validation. It's because we're looking for approval. It's because we're almost looking for permission. What that ends up doing, though, is it does give us a false sense of accomplishment. There have actually been scientific studies shown that when you tell and share someone an idea like this, that it's almost like your brain or your mind will feel as if you've already accomplished it, and it makes you feel really good in the moment, and then we're less likely to actually follow through. So this might be one of the reasons why your guides are telling you to kind of keep this on the down low. Don't go blabbering to everybody about what you're going to do. I mean, if you're married to somebody or you need someone's support, then of course you might need to talk to them about it, but it's best not to go telling everybody. This is also because sometimes people are going to have their own opinions, or they're so used to seeing one version of you, and they haven't seen the version of you yet that's operating this business. So they might, out of love, caution you, or maybe they have their own insecurities they're going to project onto you, and it can just be so tough. And so there's this message to just keep it discreet, protect yourself. And I'm also getting the message, Spirit really wants you to collaborate, to connect with another person for this, or that there's going to be other people you're going to bring into this project. So that's so exciting. Let's move on to some action steps. What are some action steps for you in this business? So action steps, I'm pulling from my Wildwood deck. So first of all, they're just telling you do it. Take that risk, take that leap of faith, go for it. This could be signing up for that class. It could be just like filling out your TikTok profile so you can start creating content around this thing. This could be, going to a specific place or reaching out to a specific person. Everyone's situation here is different, but this might just be making the first step. This could even be just making a vision board for this business. Another action step for you is money. No matter what business you're starting, it is going to require some sort of financial investment, from setting up a website to having a business email to setting up a business bank account to purchasing equipment or getting the knowledge that you need, or tools, materials, supplies. You're going to need a financial investment. So you might be worried, where am I going to get this money from? And even though it's wonderful to think that there might be some angel investor out there who will like your idea enough to just give you a bunch of money, it usually doesn't work like that. And a lot of times you have to build and create from the ground up and invest in yourself. I don't know if you guys watch that show Shark Tank, or, where they've got those big investors and people pitch ideas, but you don't realize that those people actually, they've already built the business and are doing really well before they even go on that show to get the big investment. So don't be thinking that someone's going to come along and give you the money or give you that help, because first you take action, then the money comes. First you take action, then the support comes. So an action step for you would be to figure out your budget, to start looking and seeing ways that you can save money. You might actually have to get a second job or a little side hustle or babysit on the weekends or whatever to bring in a little bit of extra money for your equipment. You might have to say no to, when friends want to ask you to do this thing and pitch in money, you might have to draw boundaries. And that's what this is about. This is celebration. A lot of times businesses take sacrifice. And I remember when I was starting my fashion styling business, I was a fashion stylist, creative director for around 10 years. That a lot of and the way that I supported myself in the beginning was I was a swim teacher. I didn't really make a lot of money. I was a swim teacher, and weekends and sometimes in the evenings I would work towards my fashion dreams. And I had to build a portfolio. Like, I wasn't getting any money for that job for years and years. And, until I built my portfolio strong enough to attract clients. And so while I was building my portfolio and starting my business, I had to say no. I had friends sometimes that wanted to, let's go get a cabin and like hang out this weekend, or come to this music festival with me, or let's do this thing, or come shopping with me, or let's go to the bar, or whatever. And, I would have to say no a lot of times because I knew that I needed that $100 so that I could purchase a new steamer for my clothes, or so that I could afford to go to LA the next weekend to test with a model or whatever. So you're going to be surprised. You're going to have to draw boundaries. You might not be able to celebrate. I love this quote from Gary Vee, one of my favorite motivational speakers. He says, sometimes you got to eat shit now so that you can eat caviar later. So these are just some action steps for you. Next, we've got a message for you, and it is add this to your routine. So add this to your routine. And I pulled you one card. This is a personal deck of mine. I don't use this on the channel a lot, but it called to me for today. So we're getting the Mother of Air. All right. So what I'd like to do actually is read you this card. This image depicts your strength to be who you truly are. Not who you are supposed to be, should have been, or what others would like you to make you become. Your self-confidence has been awakened. With it awakens the courage to drop your masks once and for all. This is the only way to return to your own inner center. So add this to your routine. I would say, simply put, maybe not simply done, would be authenticity. It's very likely that if you're starting a business, you're going to have to create content online. That's just how modern marketing goes. Maybe you're going to do it the old-fashioned way and put advertisements on bus stops and in your local newspaper and hang flyers in a coffee shop or something. But, these days, businesses that are successful will have a website, will have a TikTok or an Instagram or whatever. And if you're the one starting your business, it might be that you're being called to be authentic, to write about your product or your service, to get in front of the camera, to just take the mask off and be your true self. And some of the most successful businesses these days are, run by people who are really, really transparent, and who are just being themselves. And so your guides are saying, add that to your routine, being transparent, getting in front of the camera, or creating that type of content, expressing yourself, being kind to yourself, putting your ideas out there, recognizing your worthiness, respecting yourself, honoring and taking care of yourself. That's what they want you to add to your routine. Now, we have another part of the spread here, and it is keep this in mind. So keep this in mind. So we're getting the World, and we're also getting the Six of Pentacles. So they're saying keep it in mind that your business could have a big impact on the world and on the planet. You'd be so surprised that you can actually make a difference here with what you're doing. So whether you decide to maybe give back a percentage of your purposes, or perhaps you make choices in your business that aren't harmful to the planet, there are things that your business can do that can actually help and make a difference. But there's also things your business can do that can hurt. So if you are running a business that's sourcing any materials, you might want to ask, where are these materials coming from? Who's making them? How is this affecting the earth? And just do your best. It's not about perfection. We do our best here. You don't have to be like super eco, plant, organic, natural, blah, blah, blah person unless that's totally your thing. But you want to be considerate of the footprint your business is going to have on this planet. It also might be a message to you that your business could be international. Maybe one day it'll be international. Like, keep it in mind that like you're going to make a mark on the world. This could be that your business is going to give you the ability to travel the world. Maybe you're creating a remote job for yourself. Like, this is a really cool card. Another thing that your guys want you to keep in mind is that this is funny because it's kind of a love and relationship card, and also like a business card. They're saying for some of you guys who are watching here, you're in a really healthy relationship, or you're married, or you're with somebody like long term, and it's almost like maybe that's who you're starting the business with. And that, this is going to bring balance to the relationship. It's going to bring a lot of opportunities in. So that might just apply to a couple people here. The rest of you guys, I'm getting a completely different message. I'm actually seeing that you're about to launch this huge thing here. It might be time to take a break from the dating scene to not distract yourself. And love can be exciting and uplifting and enriching. And I'm not saying you can't fall in love and start a business at the same time, because it's definitely been done before. And sometimes everything just happens at once. But it might be that like you need to focus for just a little while, get this off the ground, and perhaps it will bring balance to your love life, or you'll attract someone as a result. Now we've got a couple cards for the outcome. The overall outcome of you starting your business and walking down this path, if you do decide to make this choice. And they're saying something about charity work or helping others, that you're going to open your heart and your mind to people around you. You're going to be someone that gives really trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Sometimes the King of Water is somebody who's, a coach or a mentor or a tutor of sorts. So maybe that's what you're looking at starting here. But even if not, people are going to value and respect your business and your services that you offer. It will be successful. And this is objective decision making. That, I see the horse here, which is a symbol of like freedom. I do see like you having financial freedom, and that this path is going to clear away things that no longer serve you, and just give you like seeing the humor in a situation. That makes me, you're definitely going to stumble and fall on this path. You might just look back and laugh. It's going to be fun. It's going to be some ups and downs, but overall, I see a lot of success for you. So I hope that this message resonates with you. You have to let me know what you think about it in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Peace out. For those of you guys who choose number 2, I have got your whole spread right here. I'm so excited to get into it. How to get your business off the ground. We're going to start first with these cards, and it's the first part of the spread. Messages from Spirit about your business idea. So, messages from Spirit about your business idea. Let's dig into it. Ooh, this is interesting. So, this idea that you have is, I feel like this card goes both ways. It's something that you really appreciate, and it's not like you're reinventing the wheel. It might be a business that you've seen other people doing, or you've seen other people like start, and you've always pictured yourself maybe doing it too. You've always wanted to do it, and you just appreciate the people that are out there who are doing this thing. And I also get a message, people are going to appreciate you for it. Like your service, or whatever product or service that you're offering is going to be very much appreciated. This is also going to be a really reliable form of work, and a really reliable source of income for you. I just feel like their guides are telling you, you can trust yourself, you can trust your visions. And maybe this is also that many people will rely on you. Now, serious and deep. A lot of times when I see this deep card, I I think about like deep healing or like the subconscious. So I feel like this is a message that right now you are going through a deep healing process. It's very serious and that needs your full attention. Maybe there'll be some more messages that will come out about that in the rest of the cards, but something's coming up about how like it might not even be related to the business, maybe so, but like you're going through something right now. Yeah, I'm picking up on that. But over here, your guides are saying this path is going to lead you to so many blessings, and like blessings are upon you. Ooh, I can't wait to see what the rest of your cards say. So next we're looking into action steps for you. Action steps perhaps to get on this path. What do you need to do right now to get this business off the ground? So I think we're getting more messages about this thing. So I do see that the death energy is upon you. Nothing wrong with that. Because it's funny because we got death and rebirth right next to each other. I mean, how often does that happen? That's so cool. And a lot of times it is through things that fall apart, through things that decay in our lives, perhaps the end of a relationship, or the passing of someone or something, or one chapter of our life closing that leads us to come up with a new idea or that causes us to come up with a new dream. I do feel like this business idea came to you on the other side of, a lot of shit that you basically went through. And now you're here and you're thinking, this is the way out. This is what I want, which is beautiful. But the truth is there's a lot of struggles around you right now. And you feel like you're just kind of out on your own. But these 2 moons are like your business idea. I feel like the message here is that you need to handle first things first. It might not be time to start the business right now, this second. I mean, it's never going to be the best time. And a lot of times, I always say rock bottom is the best place to build from. And I'm not sure if you're quite at rock bottom. Maybe you feel like that. But I do feel like there's some fires that you need to put out first. Not to think that, I'm just going to start this business. I'm going to have all this money and everything's going to be great. And like, that's how I'm going to get out. It's almost like you need to take responsibility first. You need to, work on your survival, or if you don't have a job right now, maybe get a job first, and then part-time you can work on the business idea. It's almost like a first things first kind of energy. And there's a beautiful message that this energy is not going to linger for very long, that it is serious, but like you're going to get out of it, and like that there's this wonderful rebirth energy upon you, and on the other side, you're going to have time to get this started. It doesn't mean that you can't make a vision board, that you can't lay out some plans, but they're like almost telling you, don't worry about taking action towards your business right now. You got other fires to put out first. So let's move on to add this to your routine. And I pulled some cards from this deck. I don't usually pull cards from this deck because it's very personal, like it's like my personal deck, but I don't know. It just like wanted to come out in this reading for some reason today. So what I usually like to do with this deck is like I just read from the book. So I'm going to read a little bit to you guys, but it's like add this to your routine. So the Father of Earth. What do you need to add to your routine to help you on this business path? Feel in what areas you need more grounding. In order to complete an unfinished project, you need a sense of safety, as well as internal stability. So they're like, where do you need more grounding? That is so the message we just got over here too, was almost like you needed to put out some fires first, you need to ground yourself, you need to handle like these other things in your life, and then you can make room for this. Work just for work's sake is not energizing enough, merely a burdensome necessity. Soulful work you don't even consider as such, provides the satisfaction you seek. That kind of energy investment strengthens your self-confidence and gives you the faith that you're on the right track. So yeah, it's like you really do want to get this business off the ground because you want to do soulful work. And it's like you wish you could just skip ahead to just having this business, But the truth is you might have to, support yourself in the meantime. And maybe this death was you quitting a job or something. It's unfortunate, you might have to continue, working for the man or whatever, doing what you got to do, but you're going to heal, you're going to rest, you're going to get this new position for yourself, and then like you're going to ground your energy more, and then you're going to be able to get this business off the ground. So what else do you need to add to your daily routine? Daughter of Fire. You are able to vibrate in accordance with your rising power. Just tune into your own rhythms now. Trust the force that animates you. It wants to lift you to a high heaven like the smoke rising from a bowl of healing herbs. The greater your faith in the secret forces that guide and preserve your existence, the more sure-footed will be your journey. Your path lies clearly before you. So I see this as a message to just connect with the essence of life. Maybe spend more time in nature. This was a message about getting grounded, and I think this one kind of was too. There's many ways to get grounded. You can take, an Epsom salt bath, or you can listen to, relaxing waterfall sounds. You can go out into nature. You can spend time with your pets. You can, unplug from the internet and your phone and computer and do something creative. You can rest. So I see messages about you just needing time for grounding, and that just like this message said, that your path is going to really feel like it's clear ahead of you when you return to that state of peace or stillness within. Now, number 4 is keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. So they're saying, that the Tower energy is around you. We see that. Deep, serious, all these cards over here, this energy, But this is part of a natural cycle in life. Sometimes things just need to die and perish and be released, and death leads to rebirth. So this is a message, you're going to have your rebirth, and just to keep that in mind, that maybe this business idea you have, it has something to do with it, and they're almost like, don't worry, you're going to be able to get on this path. You just need to take care of yourself first. Just huge repeated messages about that. And then this is reminding you that yes, there will always be conflict in life. There's always going to be stress or something going on around you. And that's just, the world sometimes can be a little chaotic like that. And it's never going to be like the right time to start this business. So at a certain point, you will just need to take that action step, or, feel the fear and do it anyway. But they're telling you to keep in mind that you want to have knowledge, of what you want to do or what you want these steps to be. And so this is the Emperor. This is about right now, you might not be able to take those steps. There's other stuff you need to do, but you could certainly maybe get a book or listen to a podcast, and maybe just before you go to bed or in the morning or on your lunch break or something, just read a little bit about business or starting a business or about this industry that you want to get into, and just kind of keep that feeding into your brain. That it's not going to take a lot of energy, and you'll be able to still ground yourself. It's almost like, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't put too much on your plate right now, but keep in mind that you can educate yourself, because that's definitely an action step. So they're like, you can do that. Now, the outcome. This is like, once you have your business off the ground and running, like, what's your outcome going to be? And look, gifts of money, time or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan or paying off debt. So there is blessing for you here. You can rely on yourself. So this just looks incredible. I love this card. Oh, it's making me smile so big right now. Yes, it's going to be awesome. And then this says, news of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. And I feel like you're going to discover a much more outgoing and creative and confident, even mischievous part of yourself as you go on this path. Don't worry, this is going to get off the ground. I feel like that's what this is. And to me, this kind of reminds me of an egg. An egg that's like incubating and it hasn't like hatched yet. It's like a golden egg. It's a golden opportunity. And you're going to get what you want, but it just needs some more time to kind of incubate. So I hope that this resonates with you. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. The messages that came out for you particularly were really unexpected, but I hope that they help. And don't worry, you're going to get this off the ground. You just got to heal and do you first. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. For those of you guys who choose number 3, how to get your business off the ground, I've got your whole spread here. I'm so excited to get into these messages for you, so let's do it. So the first part of the spread is messages from spirit about your business idea. So basically, what do you need to know about your business idea? Got a lot of messages here. So the first card is the Sun, and the Sun reminds me of the Sun card in the tarot. It's the most exciting, uplifting, rewarding card in the entire tarot deck. It's a message that, you know, all is going to be well, like you're going to have a lot of fulfillment on this path. Let's see if I can find the Sun in this deck. Yeah, it's basically just a sign that everything's going to go right for you. You're on the right path. It could be like a sign of, you know, blessing and support coming to you for this path. You can kind of see the energy of it here. Yeah, just support, abundance, prosperity. It's the one card in the entire tarot deck that like everybody wants to get. It's just like, you're good. It's positive. There's like no other way to read it other than that. However, we are getting the later card next to it. So your guides might be like, look, this might not happen till much later, or that the business might not grow as fast as you think. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. I coach people on starting businesses, and a lot of people seem to think that they can do this in just 3 months or maybe even in a year, but the truth is it takes an average business around 5 to 10 years to turn a living profit and a living wage. That's just the truth. It's going to take time. And yes, we've got TikTok, we got social media, and there are people who maybe become influencers or get things off the ground, sometimes pretty fast, but a lot of times you don't see all the work that that person put in before they actually started the thing, or you don't see the 5 accounts they made before that, before the idea actually took off. You don't see, you know, what's happening behind the scenes. It does look like everybody's just having this overnight success. And so when we try to start a business and we're not getting a client within the first month or 2, or we put 6 months or a year, or even 2 years into it, and we've invested a lot of money and we're not getting much back, sometimes we just feel like, oh God, I'm such a failure. What did I do wrong? Is this for me? But it's just, hey, you know, don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle. You're actually doing great. You're actually having some wins. Celebrate the small things. So maybe you're somebody who's already started a business and you're here just because you thought the topic of this reading was cool. You have your business going, but you want to get it elevated. So if that's you, your guides are like, you're on the right path. Don't give up on your business. It's going to have like profit. It's going to be successful. It just might be a little bit later than you imagine. That's going to be okay. You know, and even if you haven't started it yet, this could just be like, maybe you've been trying to start it, but you keep pushing it back and you're like, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. You just got to trust yourself. At a certain point, you just need to take that risk and go for it. But your guides are telling you, you are very talented at this, and you have been like already attracting people who want your help with this, or who want your support, or who want to buy this from you, whatever it is. And they're just like, realize that you're gifted at this. Like, yes, this is what you're supposed to do. And they're like, nearby, there's going to be so much success. Like, there's going to be an opportunity. Like, just keep going on your path. Just so much support coming out for you for this. So next, we're going to look into action steps. Okay, action steps for you to basically get this business off the ground. I keep seeing messages about you already have this going, or you already started this, or you have some good ideas, or you're really happy you're already doing this thing quite regularly. But here's the tower, because it's like maybe you will make a week of content, or you will make a post about it, or maybe you set up your website, but then you just kind of gave up. Like, it's for you, it's just keeping the momentum going that is really, really hard. And that's what this horse is about. This is about being like in your flow state, and this just being a natural part of your life, and how important it is that you keep the momentum going at a steady pace. If this horse goes too fast towards its destination, it will burn out and it won't be able to make the distance. But if the horse just takes one step and then it stops for 3 days, and then it takes another step and stops for 6 months, it's never going to get there. So it's like a steady pace that you need. And part of it might be a little self-sabotage, because like you do have to pull up your respect and your confidence to put yourself out there and launch this thing. And I know how hard that is, but you can do it. So action steps, I'm really seeing a message about this. Let's say that you want to start I don't know, let's say you want to have a cooking blog, okay? So you want to have a website, and you want to have recipes up on it, and you want to have sponsors on the website, and you also want to have this TikTok, and maybe people are sending you ingredients, and perhaps you're going to come out with a cookbook and, recipe things, and like maybe you eventually want to be on a cooking show, have a cooking channel. It's like the sky's the limit. But right now, you have a TikTok with a couple posts, and you don't have a website, and you got a couple good recipes, and your kitchen kind of looks like shit, and you're just like, I don't know what to do. Well, Monday, one thing a day, right? Research your favorite cooking blogs. Basically, research your favorite cooking, stuff on TikTok, online, make a vision board, get all this content organized, save stuff to your favorites as like ideas. Maybe you like the way that they're creating the video. Maybe you like the pace of it or how it's edited. Maybe you like the way their website looks. It's basically just gathering inspiration. And yes, you want to be original. You want to make your own recipes. You want to find your own style. You want to make your website unique. You don't want to copy and rip people off, okay? But, you can see, how often is this person posting? Like, what kind of stuff is working for them? You can get ideas, basically. When I first started Rainbow Harmony, I was seeing, look, they're doing pick a card readings. Maybe I'll do them too. It looks like it's working, looks like it's fun. And I'm just going to find my own topics and do it my own way, So that's Monday. Maybe Tuesday, organized kitchen. Sorry, I have horrible handwriting, you guys. But whatever. Organized kitchen, research, lighting, and supplies. So right now your kitchen looks like shit, and you might need to figure out what are the best angles for me to film. Maybe all you have is like your phone for now, but maybe you need to get like a ring light, or maybe you need to get a tripod, so you can research that online. And in the meantime, you can organize your kitchen, kind of get everything ready, test out the lighting, test out the angles, basically get ready to film, make content, kind of just spend some time with that. Okay, we're going to go through this whole thing. If you want to fast forward this, that's fine. But this is an example for you guys of, how you can be consistent. Okay. Wednesday, I'd say come up with content. Write recipes. So Wednesday, it's like you're going to write out your recipes. You're going to come up with, you're like, okay, I'm going to film 3 videos in my kitchen. Thursday would be like film batch content. Filming like 5 TikToks or something. Friday would be like edit content. Saturday, post content. schedule content. You know, you've got a bunch of posts, you might want to trickle it out, save some of them to drafts, whatever. And then maybe Sunday is like, make another list. I don't know, this is just random, but you know, every Sunday or every whatever day, you're going to want to sit down and you're going to want to make your list of things to do for the week. And if you know that Saturdays you're usually really freaking tired, then and you just want to have a day off, then just put something easy on that day. Like, how hard is it to just hit post on content that you've already scheduled, that's already saved in your drafts? You know, that's what you do Saturdays. You know, if Monday you know that you're usually in a bad mood and you have to go back to work, then maybe just researching content and having fun and just kind of like organizing things and saving things to your folders and brainstorming and getting ideas. Maybe that's what you'll want to do on Mondays. You know yourself. You know, if you know, I don't want to do shit on Mondays, I don't want to do shit on Saturdays, then give yourself really easy stuff to do. And then maybe these 4 days are the days you hustle. You know, you're doing the little things. And every week you're just going to sit down and ask yourself, what's the next step? What do I need to do? And the whole point is, do not put too much on your plate. Keep it very simple. And, you know, like the horse, you don't want to gallop too fast. You don't want to gallop too hard. You don't want to do all the things. It's better to do a little bit every day instead of just every weekend trying to cram a bunch of stuff in and exhausting yourself when you also need to do laundry and you also need to rest and have fun. So, you know, you're going to have a lot better luck just doing a little bit of momentum. And guess what? This is how I have accomplished my life. Sorry, I don't want to give away anybody's names, but you can see that this is how I get it done. Now, there's apps in your phone you can use. Sometimes I go back and forth between writing stuff down and then just using my phone. But the whole point is one thing a day. You can do it. You can get consistent. That is 100% your action step. So the next card and the next part of the spread is add this to your routine. So I don't usually pull from this deck. This is like a personal deck I use for myself only, but I don't know, today I just wanted to come out for you guys. So add this to your routine. We're getting the Hurt card. That's really interesting. Let's look into it. Interesting. You are responsible for what you make of your life. No childhood pain, however severe, can still be used as an excuse not to be kind and forgiving today. Investigate the real source of your guilt feelings. Your work and your relationships can blossom only if you accept yourself exactly as you are right now. Ooh, that was some tea. I feel it though. I think sometimes if we've gone through a lot, if we've come from a harsh situation, if we've been through some pain, maybe it's childhood, maybe it's just from dating, maybe it's just from life, you know, shit happens. Sometimes we carry that energy around and we can feel very self-conscious about ourselves, and we can use it as an excuse to not get on our true path or to not be productive, or like, you know, sometimes for me, when I was trying to start, you know, all of the businesses I ever started, honestly, I a lot of times would blame my day job. I would be like, I'm too tired, I'm too stressed out, I hate this job, I'm so exhausted, I just want out. And part of me knew that the way out was to create my own path, to create my own business. But a lot of times I'd get off work and I'd be so tired and stressed and caught up in the drama that I wasn't able to ground myself and do my one thing for the day. And so sometimes you need to deal with these things first. Maybe you need to work on your healing process or write letters to people and then burn them. You know, I talk about that on the channel all the time. Or, you know, start a meditation practice, you know, a routine for when you come home from work that will calm you and soothe you so that you can have the energy to, you know, move forward and do these things. Perhaps it's about getting better sleep, or it's about eating healthier so you can cultivate that energy. But really, they're saying add to your routine, accepting yourself as you are right now. Sometimes we think, once I lose the weight, or once I get my hair like this, or once I live in a better place that has better background for filming, or once I have more money, or once I change or I don't feel like this, then I can start the business. But the best way to show up is just be yourself, be authentic, be who you are now, accept it, love it, and put it out there, because you have no idea who needs you and who needs your medicine, who needs your product or service. And yes, that's why we also got the respect card over here. So they're like, just add a little self-love, self-approval to your routine. You're worthy of this path and of this freedom you desire in your life. So the next one is keep this in mind. So keep this in mind. This is the star. Keep in mind that you dazzle, you sparkle, that there's a side of you that really wants to be known for something. And having a business it's a big deal. It's like it does become a huge part of your identity, and you shine and you say, I've created this thing, purchase this product or this service or whatever from me. And that's a big deal. And your guides are saying that you're worthy of that. You were born to do this. There's a reason that you've gotten on this path in the first place. Everything's going to work out for you. So they just really want you to keep that in mind, that you're going to dazzle and sparkle, and you're meant to do this, and you just glow and light up when it comes to this topic. I love to see that for you. Now, finally, we have the outcome. And I just thought we would imagine what would it be like if you have your business off the ground and it's doing really well and it's abundant and you're prosperous, kind of like the end game. What does that look like for you? Victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. You could come into quite a bit of fame for this. You would definitely be recognized in the public. There will be lots of rewards, and this is maybe you purchasing property. I see, and this is travel perhaps related to the business. This is like friends and soul family that you're going to meet as a result. It's not just the prosperity, it's all the people that you meet, the adventures that you're going to go through along the way. It's just so beautiful. And they're saying that you're going to learn to really focus on your path. You're going to be somebody who communicates with vision. People are going to see you as a leader. They're going to see you as someone creative. Perhaps you're being motivational to other people. You're charismatic. You're out in the public. It's a wonderful energy. Now, this card might tie back to this one. Memories from your history or childhood. Romanticizing the past. I'm not sure what's going on with this. It's like they want to give one more message to you. Maybe there's something I'm missing here. So what do they want you to know about this? I think they're saying that this is something you wanted to do since you were younger, and maybe in the past you got a lot of criticism for it, or perhaps you tried to get it off the ground so many times but it didn't work out. But they're saying that now is the time, that you wanted to do this forever. This is a good thing for you. Don't give up on it. Maybe you had to take a break from this path because of some stuff that happened, but you're going to get back on it. You're going to shine. You're going to dazzle. You're going to sparkle. The outcome just looks so good for you. So keep going. I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support and for coming to my channel. And I will see you next time. Peace out.